said it, and I 100% agree. This Estonian team's got to trust itself, come down the floor, and it's got to shoot the ball. It's got to spread the floor. It's got to back itself to make jumpers.
We talk about experience. They haven't been in Eurobasket in about 16 years. They've got a lot of fans that have traveled from Estonia here. There's a lot of pressure on their shoulders, big expectations for them to do well in this group. And you know, we're in the third game. They have a chance to turn it around, but it's got to start from the beginning. The last two games in the first quarter, they were really poor, dug themselves in a hole. They were down 20-2 yesterday, and there's no way back from that.
Just got a shot at the ball being delivered by the local youngster, and he hands it to the crew chief for the officials. What do you think the thinking around not going with Randell is? Because we like the combination of Randell and Mashula or the Lucas Shaw in the back court. Randell on the bench.
Well, we haven't heard much, but there has been some talk that he could be hurt. This trainer was looking at him here before the game, so we're not sure what it is. We haven't heard anything officially from the Ukrainian bench, but it is curious that he's not starting because he is such a dynamic player and he can do so much, and he's much quicker than anybody on this Estonian team. He's going to be able to get into the key essentially whenever he wants.
So come on, let's support our teams of tonight.
Here we go then, last game of day 3. Ukraine in the white uniform, Estonia in the blue. All right, it's that big guy, small guy matchup. Estonia are going to play quick and spread the floor. Ukraine start this game as overwhelming favorites. Here we go, last game of day 3. And Estonia struggles straight away on size as Frashenko just wins the tip easily. Well, Pushtavanov goes up off the glass, doesn't get it, but straight away. The man on the inside, Frashenko, comes up with the offensive rebound. He'll go to the free throw line.
And you see down there, he creates so much space. Trying to block him out is essentially a nightmare. You see, he's right underneath the hoop. You got 3 guys surrounding him. There's not much they can do.
Oh, Frashenko misses the first.
You know, it's almost good offense just to take the ball to the hole strong, because even if you miss, defensive rebounders are out of position. Frashenko's going to be on the weak side, able to put it back in.
Gets the second one off a soft ring to drop. Stensok will bring it, and Biederman takes it over. Sok looks to attack it, backs it out. Arbet looks down low, looks to attack it himself, gets cut off. And we're going to get a travel called eventually.
You see Arbet trying to go left. You know, he's trying to get the team going early, but probably a little bit too much. But he's a key player. If he gets his three-pointers going, we haven't really talked about the three-pointers of Estonia, but they can really, really light it up if they get a chance to.
Pushtavanov on the outside. On this side, the Povey goes inside and turns it over. And I don't see any reason for Ukraine to overcomplicate this game. They get good space in and look to get some ball movement. They should be able to go inside.
Absolutely, and then remember, Frashenko's a good passer out of the post as well. You get your shooters on the perimeter.
Lukashov has it out of bounds. Stevanov goes off the glass, poor shot, chance for Estonia to run. And they've got to take every opportunity they can to spread the floor. Well, Townley's not going to shoot it. Sok wraps it, wide open for 3. It's good.
And you see the crowd go crazy. They want something to cheer about. Estonia, they can really, really shoot it. Watch out if Arbet gets going.
Well, the double team as well. They don't need to foul. That's a great double team. They just about get it out, and they turn it over. Break the game up. And Sok is fouled in transition.
And we saw that in the second half yesterday. They were really passive on ball screens early on. Then they started doubling the ball. They got everybody into the game. The crowd got into the game. Right away, they started from the opening tip. It's good to see if you're an Estonian fan.
Gotta love this Estonian crowd. Can't remember all the energy again. Talmy will release the pressure. Vaidman comes off the high screen, turns the corner. He wraps it. Talmy puts it on the floor, kicks it. Vaidman's got to shoot that. Now he attacks it on the floor. Well, Talmy takes the three, which is short. Vaidman's got to shoot the ball, surely.
Well, the spacing there is really poor. There's nobody underneath the hoop. You got three guys standing next to each other on the wing.
Couldn't get it inside to Frashenko. They reversed it. Postemonov puts it on the floor, goes left, off the glass. Well, he doesn't go off the glass, just scoops it for two.
Good move, and he does some things that nobody else on this team can do. From the wing, he's a good slasher. He can also knock down the three-pointer. He's going to be key to this game.
Sock will get it in the corner. Waits for the screen from Talmy. It's the middle of Frashenko. Well, that's one of the ways to deal with Frashenko.
Well, absolutely. Attack him on the pick and roll. He has slow feet. He's not very good coming out trying to stop the ball handler. We criticized the point guard Sock in the first game, but he turned it up in the second half yesterday, started to be much more aggressive, turn the corner, get into the teeth of the defense. That's what Estonia needs.
Talmy, they're offering him a shot. He tries to go on the dribble. That's not his game at all.
And that's overthinking because he is capable of shooting that shot. You see Taltz, we can see Taltz here on the court. He's slapping Tommy on the backside saying, come on, man, shoot that thing.
Well, and that's the thing. He puts it on the floor. He's not going to be able to do anything with it. May as well shoot it.
Well, that's not his game.
So Matvienko inbounds. So Estonia trying to get after it a little bit, trying to extend the defense. Frashenko wants it inside, doesn't get it. Well, Lipovic took a shot that doesn't really belong here. Sock open, lets the three go. Offensive rebound by Taltz. He tries to go up off the glass. And Yana Taltz talked about it yesterday, tried to inspire with words, now he's inspiring with actions. Bianco will hand it off. Sharp is off with a two. Oh, the crowd just rise as they run the floor. The three is open. Got it!
Great fast break. Get the ball to the middle of the floor, and then Arbet, he goes straight to the three-point line. Great shooter, 2 threes already for him.
Lukashov looks inside, turned over. Sock on the dribble, going quick. Needs a pass, stepped out of bounds. Just got to be a little smart in that situation.
A little smarter for him, for sure. The coach's son.
Well,
being aggressive is one thing, but you don't want a silly turnover.
Ukraine take the timeout. That's not in the script. But they face an 8-3 deficit. They look flat. Ukraine timeout early in the first. Well, this is the sort of style we expected to see from Estonia game one.
Absolutely. You know, they're playing much better defensively, much more aggressive, because they don't have the size and the quickness to compete with some of these teams, you know, man to man. So if they're playing a trapping defense, a very strong rotating defense, they're able to cause problems. And then, of course, if they can get the three ball going, man, oh man, they can really knock it down. Remember, in qualifying, here you see Arbet in the corner knocking it down. In qualifying, they average 26 three-point attempts a game, astonishing number. And the reason is because they can knock it down. Everybody on the team can shoot.
Well, these fans, after the 2 disappointing games, really putting in an effort themselves. Kangaroo's in the game. Is this going to inspire him? Because he's been a missing cog in the wheel for Estonia in the first 2 games.
He did have a couple of rough games, but remember how much experience he has, 32 years old, 7-time Estonian Player of the Year. He's not going to be short on confidence.
Timofienko. Oh, gets away with a little shuffle at the pivot foot, but draws contact. Stanislav Timofienko getting his first start.
Estonia needs Kanger to play better. You know, he made some silly fouls last time, 4 turnovers, never quite in the right place at the right time. He's put a lot of pressure on his shoulders to be the main guy here. He just needs to be a guy.
I love the defensive effort of Estonia. Here's Lucas Shaw on the pick. Timofienko step back. I thought he was going to fire up the 3. Pashenko's living in the keyway.
Well, if I'm Pashenko, I'm yelling at my teammates saying, guys, I haven't touched the ball down here in 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, the only time he's touched it is the offensive rebound. Yeah, I can't understand that at all.
Yeah, Coach Merzin for Ukraine, he's got to be talking to his teammates too and saying, hey guys, especially when you got Lukashov on the court, that's his job, is to run the team and get it inside.
Biederman has it, guarded by Mashula. He's always going to be able to release the pressure. Pashenko won't get his feet outside the keyway. Biederman stops, pops, knocks it down for 3.
Good looking shot for him. He was the leading scorer in qualifying. He could put him up in a hurry. We saw him score 10 points in about 3 minutes in the first game. Very capable player.
Oh, nice back cut.
Gorgeous, gorgeous play.
Oh, pushed the ball off. Beautiful execution. But Pashenko still has not had a touch of the basketball. Biederman will take the ball screen. Stops, fires it out. Tell him he's going to line it up. Is long. And Pashenko pulls in the rebound.
And Estonia's okay with that. If he can knock one of those down, that's going to bring Pashenko out of the team.
They take the early 3. They haven't shot the perimeter shot well all tournament. Biederman tries to use the reposition on the screen. Lot of dribble. Gets inside now, needs a pass. Talmy goes up with the left-hand hook. Doesn't get a roll. And Lukashov will start the half-court set. Now Pashenko with a turnaround too.
I mean, honestly, if you're not going to use Pashenko in this situation, you might as well just put him on the bench. He's not a decoy.
Well, the shooter's going to get charged. Well, he's drawn the offensive foul.
That's Kanger's second, and that's trouble for Estonia because they need him. They need him on the court and playing well.
And it just wasn't smart again, was he? He just barreled into him.
He did. He is a physical player, but you know, you can't pick up your second foul that early on.
Well, they leave him in.
And Randall into the game. Pashenko on the bench.
Well, there's part of me that says if the Estonian lineup carries on like this becomes a very even matchup. They don't have Pashenko in the game. They have a chance here. And Kanger is fouled.
I'll tell you, Kanger is one tough hombre. He won't back down to anybody. Here you see him being run into by Puskovi.
Stensop will bring it down for Estonia. Good space in it, trying to stretch the floor. Townie's going to hand it off. They look inside, they can't get it in there, there's a foul. And Torts, wow, what a great example for his teammates.
Well, he is, he's going to the free throw line now. He's the heart and soul of the team. And as this is a completely different Estonia team than we saw in the first 2 games.
And if you're Ukraine now, if you'd have come out and really imposed yourself, Ukraine would have struggled. They've come out and gone and played something. Estonians have got into this game now.
On paper, Ukraine is a much better team. We saw them in the first game against Lithuania, who is probably the best team in this group, and they were phenomenal. The energy level they had, moving the ball around back and forth, getting up and down the court on fast break situations. We haven't seen any of that today. The primary thing we haven't seen is getting the ball inside to your post-up players.
Absolutely. 12-5, Estonia have it. 3:20 to go in the first. And Randell trying to run some half court. They've got to throw it in. Offensive foul. And well, we've said it about a few players, but when Kanga's in the game, some things happen. That man's here again.
Our man, mascot Frankie here to give us a high five, but you said it, Kanga, he's always got his nose in the action. He's either fouling or getting fouled and creating things. He doesn't back down from any challenge.
Here's Biederman. Oh, hands it off. The sock has it. Kerbas moves it on. Kanga has it. I think he feeling him the three. He was feeling it, couldn't make it. Randell in transition, going strong and quick. Oh!
Oh, what a block.
Torts again. Oh, he's having a one-man stat line here. Everything is on the clock.
They need the energy and his explosiveness. He does things nobody else on the team can do. He gets into the key essentially whenever he wants, and if he's under control, he can score, he can dish it. You see there, and one for him.
Kerbas picks up foul number one. Randell has a chance to cut it to a 4-point game. It's a poor decision on the pass. I think we had a chance to steal that one. Randell, short two, knocks it down.
He's dynamic. He scores points in bunches. Here you see him pulling up in transition. That's his range, 15 feet. He's deadly.
Biederman, sock attacks, needs a pass, finds one. Kerbas, is off for three. Chance to run. They got numbers down the floor. Randell pushes. The shoe left three is off. There's a whistle on the play. And it looks like it's going to be defensive. If that's Kanga, that's foul number three. Oh, those fouls on Torsten. They can ill afford Torsten to not take as many minutes in this game as he can. Not necessarily what he does himself, it's the way he just lifts his team. Konienko on the free throw line. Chance to tie the game.
You see the difference when Randell is in the game. The speed picks up. They're getting up and down the floor fast. Guys are running. They know they're going to get the ball. They're running the lanes. And all of a sudden, it's just a one-point game.
Well, Biederman will bring a little extension. Kerbas moves it to the corner. Biederman gets it back. Tries to turn the corner. Kanga, left hand. Can't find the hoop. Chance here for Randell to run, and that's quick. Just blows down the floor. He's fouled on the way up.
Oh, this is quick. I don't think there's anybody here in Group D who can get up and down the floor as quick as he can.
It's very easy to sit here and say you should have fouled him earlier, but I don't think he'll be anywhere near him. So Estonia, having lost the initiative, take the timeout. Coach up by Estonia, nice response. Interesting to see since Pushenko's gone out the game. And Randell's come in, a little bit more flow to what they're trying to do to Ukraine.
Well, absolutely. I think Pushenko, they can do it with Pushenko and Randell on the court at the same time. Pushenko just hasn't got the ball, but you like what Randell is doing. He's completely under control. We've seen him at times over-dribbling inside, but now when he's getting into the lane, he's making decisive moves, scoring, passing out. And Estonia, they just don't have an answer for him. There's nobody who can match his foot speed. You see Biederman, if they can get him going, that's going to be huge because he struggled in the first half both of the last two games. Randell pulling up from outside.
Well, Slim Stanabene coming into the game. was a revelation game one. He probably looked more tired than anybody else yesterday.
He did. He had a big game, double-double in the first game, but couldn't do much yesterday. Just resorted to a lot of fadeaways, wasn't getting into any kind of rhythm. But what a luxury to bring off the bench a player like him, who was their leading scorer in the warm-up game.
Bell makes the first, ties it at 12 apiece, 1:30 to go in the first quarter. And he goes 2 for 2. And Biederman has the ball with Sock on the bench. Ben is almost has his pocket picked. Biederman takes the high screen, looks to get a little space and separation. Carbus, nice attack. Gets the drop, that's a quick move.
Oh, what a beautiful first step he had. So quick, straight to the hoop, and then was able to finish. We saw him when he came off the bench yesterday. He gave a huge boost to this team. He's not a shooter the way some of the other guys are, but slashes.
Well, another turnover, a chance for Estonia to increase the lead. Biederman going up, left hand off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Randell. Well, you hold your breath when Randell's got it in the open floor. He just blows past people. Beautiful.
Oh, wow. What a crossover, right to left. Gets right to a spot and then knocks out the 16-footer.
Oh, wide open, but way outside. Three's no good. Randall chance to run with 10 seconds left in the quarter. You wouldn't bet against the penetration right now. 5 on the quarter clock. He's got to go unless he's just going to settle to pop it. Oh, he's blocked. Why would you do that?
Well, he was confident, he was feeling it.
That's the end of the first quarter. And Estonia, their best first period so far in Eurobasket 2015. Only trail once to Ukraine, and one of these teams needs to win. But like Randell can break down the defense whenever he wants, and he just settled for the three. You'd have thought he'd try to break it down a little early.
Well, yeah, on the last play, that wasn't the best decision. Maybe you come with a pick and roll, get a mismatch. He waited far too long. I think he looked up and realized there were only 2 seconds left, and he was going to have to do something right away. But good defense by our bet. But you look at the stats, you know, and Estonia, they've shot the three. They made 3 threes. They didn't make many in the opening half of the last 2 games. But Ukraine hasn't shot the ball very well. But I think they feel good where they are. They didn't play good in the first quarter. They're still leading by 1 point. Pashenko hasn't got going yet.
Well, the Pashenko stuff, quite it's a little bit of a mystery. As in, they never ran a post-up for him in the whole time he was out there.
Which is interesting because when he was matched up against Valanciunas, they were running cross screens and double screens to get him in the post nearly every play, and it was very effective. Because he does have such great post moves, but here against Estonia, a smaller lineup, he's essentially standing at the three-point line, not doing it. He did have to come out. But luckily they had a guy like Randell who could come off the bench.
Well, Pashenko stays out of the game. And Estonia will have possession of the basketball at the start of the second quarter. Just got a few seconds to run down.
You know, I'd look for Vinay to be aggressive here. He didn't have a good game last game. They know what kind of player he is. I think they try and get him the ball early on in this quarter.
Well, here's Sock. Let's see where he goes in the half court. Screen not really used. Sock still has a little space to play. Down screen, open three, short. Offensive rim. Townley's done a nice job. Been very active, picks up the rebounds. Done a nice job for this team. Vinay, mid-range, we like that game.
He likes that game, and you see what a fluid, nice stroke he has. Takes his time, brings it over his head, nothing but net.
Randall gets to the corner. Off the glass for two is Paul. And Kornienko. Might want to remember that. The three's gone the other way, and he's knocked it down. Up and down, throw down the three. I'll bet joins the three-point festival.
Just when you thought Ukraine was getting a rhythm and getting into this game, Estonia turned it up at the beginning of the second quarter.
The shooter tries to turn the corner, gets to the top of the key, wraps one to Randall, goes inside, and there's a foul called on the pass. Townie picks up the personal, that'll be his first. Poroshenko played the first 6 minutes of the game, no shots, apart from the offensive putback.
Well, that's got to change. I mean, he's on the bench stewing right now because he wants the ball, he needs the ball. He's very effective with it.
Sides off outside, they go inside for the easy two. And
great ball fake, though, wasn't it?
Kornienko makes the move. Townie moves it on. Arbet outside. Sock has it. Just to see what he's got. Arbet gets his feet set, fires up the three. Short. Townie's after it. And Kornienko gets the foul. And you just don't need to waste a foul right there.
No, Arbet's really feeling it. He wants to get it up. He wants to shoot it. And he can make them in bunches. In some of the warm-up games, he had 5 threes. In one of the games, he can really put it up, and when he's going, it opens everything else. It opens up everything else for all the other players.
Randall will advance the basketball, and then just explodes. Wow, they just picked some pops. There's a foul on the glass. And Bene picks up the personal.
Substitution for the Ukraine.
And Timofienko waiting to come back in the no, they've changed their mind.
Number 10, Timofienko.
And Kornienko steps out.
Team Estonia 13 foul.
Randall off a down screen, knocks down the three.
He is feeling it. I mean, maybe bringing him off the bench is the answer. He's very dynamic, has no problem putting it up. He doesn't have to worry about running the team.
Bene has it mid-range, puts it on the floor, tries to cross over, tries to work an angle, he's blocked. Timofienko just said, you're not getting now. I'll bet with a soft touch for two. And Randall just gets it and goes, challenges you every time. Estonia hanging in here, up one. Randall moves it on. Inside touch. Oh, it's a little too easy as Zaitsev goes to the far side of the ring.
Good move, but somebody's got to dig down there. He can't just take 6 or 7 dribbles, get right to a spot and lay it up.
Sock tries to create some space here, skips it. Bene, mid-range, could have just pulled that and shot it in rhythm. Oh, nice pass. And Townie just can't finish, and someone's holding on. They're going to call that a jump.
Substitution for Team Estonia.
Estonia really having trouble finishing down low. They don't have the size or the athleticism. You see here, Vinay with a good pass to Tome, but just couldn't quite finish. The size of Ukraine is immense. This is the biggest team in the group.
Yeah.
Front line, 7 feet, 7'2", 6'11".
6:50 to go in the half. Ukraine have the 1-point lead. Still no Poroshenko. Shooter stops and pops. Is off the three. There's almost a whistle every time there's a missed shot. Is that going to be Toltz's foul? That'll be his 3rd foul.
And that's tough. You know, Ukraine, they're trying to do everything they can to, Estonia trying to do everything they can to keep Estonia off the boards, and sometimes that means holding.
Zaitsev outside, thinks about the three, hands it off. I don't know if I'm not a qualified official. Well, not recently.
We're all qualified.
We're all qualified officials. But if it's going to be refereed this way, there's only one result, because the Estonians have to play this sort of break up the game type style. And they've been called for it the last 3 or 4 times.
You don't mind the aggressivity, though, because the last 2 games, that was the issue. They didn't come out and play hard. So if they're bumping, if they're knocking guys over, and they turn this into a foul shooting game, okay, as long as they're hitting shots on the other end.
Wow, 3-point game, biggest lead for the Ukraine. Here comes Sok. Biederman on the ball reversal. Vene gets it inside. Looks to create now. Gets down deep. Tries to create space. Finishes well. Good stuff. Yeah.
And that's why you got to keep him on the floor. He's got 3 fouls, but he can do things like that.
Quick release on the 3, short. And Ukraine come up with it. Good effort to get to the glass. Pick and pop. Great read. Biederman just read it. Oh, and throws it down as well.
And look at the crowd going crazy. They want to cheer. They just want something to go crazy about. They had a rough couple days. Biederman with the quickness and the throwdown.
Crowd loving it. Estonia back in front, 25-24. They go inside to the short guard, and they just can't get it away. Mashula just could have just finished. He stamps his feet. Lukashov is a disappointed man. He sits down, Rendell's back.
And the question is, when do you bring Vasenko into the game?
Well, 5 minutes away from the halftime, and here he comes. Biederman moves it on. Vene looks underneath. No pass. We'll reverse it.
Over-penetrating there by Arbet, but Vasenko checking back into the game. Let's mark it down. 5:08 in the second quarter. 1-point game to Estonia. Is this going to be the difference before we head into the locker room?
Well, Zani's come back to try and guard him.
Well, it's only going to be the difference if he gets the ball inside.
Absolutely. Well, he's got Randell. They're going to bring him out to set the ball screen. Then he just wanders to the weak side. Now he wants it. Gets his first touch underneath. He's going to work his way inside, goes up, and misses the little floater.
Good defense by Tome there.
Biederman pushes, still going, backs out now. Sok has it. Oh, the 3 is off, and a defensive rebound by Rafaenko. Randell. He just must scare defenses. Just so much pace. Goes up, floats it, gets 2.
I mean, the body control. Are you kidding me? Nearly charged, but was able to hold up, spin move, and then a beautiful touch.
Sok tries to answer with 3. He's way short. Estonia losing that rhythm. They trail 1 at the moment.
They're not going to stop shooting, though. 4 for 14 so far from 3-point range. That won't affect them.
Randell, top of the D, knocks it down. Oh, Randell putting on a clinic. Estonia take the timeout. Good timeout by Coach Sok. Game getting away a little bit. Still only a 3-point game, but Randell's taking over. Coach Sok's just going to stay with the same type of philosophy. He has to try and spread it, penetrate, get the open kick, try and keep the same tempo he had earlier in the game.
Absolutely. You know, for Estonia, they've got to feel good with where they are. They played well. They are in a little bit of foul trouble. Arbet has 3, Talks have 3. much different from the last 2 days, and they played as good as they can play defensively. When you run into a guy like Randall who's knocking down shots, there's just absolutely nothing you can do because he's going to be able to get open shots whenever he wants because of his quickness. You just hope at some point he's going to miss those. But offensively, they haven't shot the ball particularly well, but they're not going to stop shooting. They're going to keep going and keep going until they do make those shots. And this is more their speed, 14 three-point attempts, you know, through 16 minutes, that's their game.
Karbas will bring it out. Bateman moves it on. As he keeps saying, Taylor's going to be open because Proshenko won't go and guard him. Then he gets it down low, faces up, wants to go to work against the Bobby. He's fouled, still got that mid-range touch.
And that's a very good option for them. Vinay in the low post. He's a very capable scorer down there. And if Ukraine has to double, he's a good passer as well.
Beeman takes a look, looks at Talmi's screen, doesn't really give him a look coming back though. Then a skip pass, Arbet catch, release, is off for the three, and we're going to get another foul called against Estonia in a rebound situation.
Remember, we're shooting 2 shots from here on out.
Yeah.
For the Ukraine.
Goes 2 for 2. And the lead continues to grow out to 5-point game. Last 3 minutes of the half. Estonia are going to hang in right now. They want to go in the locker room in touch. Arbet will hand it off. Bateman gets it back to Arbet. Has a look what he has. Attacks the middle strong. Goes up in the lane. Doesn't get the drop. Tommy's on the glass. Arbet with a 3 is no good. And Vinay can't hold on to the offensive rebound, and Ukraine will bring it.
Arbet isn't gun shy. He'll keep going at him.
Proshenko gets a little double team. Inko just couldn't handle it. We got a mid-court foul.
That's a great double team by Estonia. As soon as the ball hits the floor, as soon as he dribbles, they're coming with 2 guys. Everybody else is going into the lane. And here you see the foul. Professional foul, stop the fast break. That's only the 3rd Ukrainian team foul.
Even takes the ball screen, stops and pops the 3. Estonia just need to keep the scoreboard ticking over. They don't need to make everything. The scoreboard's stuck on 25 for a while now. Tough finish on the inside. Nice little hook by Lipovi.
Good move by him. They're really high on him. He'll be 24 on Thursday. He can play a little bit inside, a little bit outside. Very important player.
Well, they made hard work of that. That's probably the worst decision they've made so far. Karbas couldn't come up with a shot there. Randall goes inside. That's going to get called offensive.
And good thing, otherwise that would have been Zome's 3rd.
Yeah.
And they would have been in serious foul trouble. A great defensive play to get in front. Tough ball. Could have gone either way, frankly.
Yeah. Just about right. With the slow-mo.
I don't envy referees who have to make that block charge call. Sometimes it's so difficult.
Sock back in with the basketball. Well, they found Garbus down low. He's got to end up better shot than he did last time. And he's fouled on the way up by Lipovi, who's not straight.
Karbas is active. Whatever you want to say about the guy, he is very active. Always has a nose for the ball, and he'll go straight to the hoop when he can. Here you see him posting up. And Lipovi just isn't quite straight up, so it's a good call.
So Garbus on the free throw line. They really just need to tick it over. 7-point game.
You see the frustration from the Estonian fans. just haven't scored here in about 3 minutes.
Well, that ticks it over. FIBA comes back. Randall will advance the basketball. Just super quick. Gets in the lane, turnover, recovered. 9 on the possession. Randall wants a bit of space to play. This has got to go up, step back, tough long, 2 is off. Bateman a chance to run, Sock spots up, doesn't get a look.
Great move by Wiedemann.
And it always makes me feel, why don't we see him be more aggressive the whole time? Excellent finish. Desperately needed those points, Estonia. Back to a 4-point game. Timeout for the Ukraine. Tough finish, took a little contact, just focused on where he wanted to put the ball. Wiedemann's just one of those little bit, he shows you glimpses of how good he could be.
Well, he was the leading scorer in the qualifying, and he has the ability. We've seen him score points in bunches. Sometimes he just fades to the background. It's not that he's missing shots. He just doesn't get the ball. He'll stand in the corner. He's just not very aggressive, willing for everybody else to do the work. But when he is aggressive, he can finish. He's quick. He's strong. He gets a lot of fouls. He draws a lot of fouls. So we'll see if this ignites him.
Well, if Estonia could go into the half 4 points or better down, they would consider themselves right in this.
Absolutely, especially considering the way they played the last 2 games, because they've got their fans behind them. If they can keep it close going into the 4th quarter, they're going to ride the energy of their fans.
Well, Zaitsev and Kostobanov and Koryenko in the front line. Considering how big this team could go, that's relatively small. Koryenko has it outside. He'll look to back to Duchamp, picks up, pulls the trigger quickly, buries one. And Mashula just in rhythm that time.
Right in rhythm. That's his spot, knocks it out. And he's got to get going. We haven't had a lot of outside shooting from Ukraine. That's important.
Well, man, it was just slow. Kostobanov, they go offensive on that. They had a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 break, and they charged.
Well, Mashula was in the corner. He was jumping up and down. He wanted the ball. He hit the last shot. Bustanov completely out of control. Didn't know what he was doing with it. I think the coach just said, man, make the easy pass. Isn't that what you say, Coach Clark?
Absolutely. Make the easy pass. Always. 2 good ones. Don't make a great one. "29 seconds. Estonia would love to eat into this lead. They've had a great first half right in this game. Wiedemann, Mashula all over him. Now he steps back. They're going to try and spread it. Now they get the ball screen from Kanga. Wiedemann, one-on-one, breaks it down, off the glass, doesn't get the drop. And you've got to think that they could have come up with penetration and kicked. Oh, and one. And that just underlines the miss down the other end. Koryenko gets the 2.
Great job running the floor by Koryenko. He was underneath the basket on one end, sprinted as fast as he could. You see him with the long legs. And then Kanga with the foul where you're saying, what are you doing, man?
Well, it could have been a 4-point game or a 3-point game. It could be a 10-point game at the half now. 38-28, 2.2 to go. They go long out of bounds. They get it away, and it doesn't drop. Well, they came and they put a really decent performance on the floor at the beginning of this, Estonia. Led it for most of the half, but a strong finish by the Ukraine leaves them in the lead. 38-28, our halftime.
We don't know the winner yet, but we
stats from the three-point line aren't going to excite anybody.
Well, no, but at least they're getting them up. They had trouble just getting shots off in the first two games, so that's positive for them. Rebounds, you see Ukraine with 6 offensive boards. Turnovers have been relatively low, but it really comes down to the outside shooting, particularly for Estonia.
Well, Randell, 18 points in that first half. He just ignited the floor.
He did everything. He only missed 2 shots. He was all over the place. And, you know, bringing him off the bench allowed him to become more of a scorer without trying to facilitate as much.
Well, we're going to show you some highlights of that first half. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back in around 10 minutes for the second half. Can Estonia get it going? Well, join us in about 10 minutes and find out. We'll see you then. Well, welcome back inside the Riga Arena. And you got a shot there of the man of the first half. Jerome Randall had 16 points with the 2 rebounds. He just changed the whole game as soon as he came in. He was just phenomenal.
Phenomenal is a great word. There wasn't too much he couldn't do. You see the crossover there and the pull-up jumper. Nobody could stay in front of him. Hitting threes, getting to the key, playmaking, doing it all. You know, he was the Pac-10 Player of the Year with the Cal Golden Bears. Got a shot in the NBA, didn't quite make it, but he's out here in Ukraine having quite a career for himself.
Well, and they needed someone to come in and just assert. Otherwise, this was going to get quite a messy game for Ukraine the way it started. And he just took over.
It was a curious game plan because you had Pashenko in the game to start, but he never touched the ball. So they took him out. They inserted Randall at the point, picked up the tempo, and it completely changed the complexity of the game. Estonia, they hung in there for a while, but they got stuck on 25 points for about 4 minutes. And that was really difficult, and Ukraine with the N1 right at the end of the first half pushed it to 10 points. So Estonia has their work cut out for him. Arbet, though, 8 points. He was their go-to guy. Missed a lot of shots. Here you see him from the outside knocking it down. Again, knocking it down. He's got the stroke. The question is whether anybody else is going to help him.
Well, here we go to the start of the third quarter. We've still got about 20 seconds to go. The guys are out a little early. So, start of the third quarter, Estonia trying to re-establish themselves in the game. Talmi steps out. He will always be the release. They get the open look for 3, and it's long. They just got it. The fans are just willing them to make those shots. Sock on the dribble. They look underneath as well, and they reverse it. Talmi wants it, doesn't get it. Nice route to the far side. Wademan gets the drop for 2. That's a tough move, going all the way to the glass.
Great move. You see him here going with the left hand. He's got the athletic ability and the speed to finish around the hoop. If you're an Estonian fan, you would love to see more of that because he's an out-and-out scorer when he gets it going.
Randall back in the game, going away from the basketball. Shooter stops, pops, and he's short. And great effort on the glass, but Ukraine come down with it. Shooter again, same spot, same decision, same result. Exactly the same result because you get the offensive rebound.
Yeah, he's a shooter. You got to shoot the ball when you're open. I'm not mad at that decision. Here you see the offensive rebound. Again, Estonia just having problems boxing out. And it's going to be difficult when you're against this front line. But curiously, Pashenko starting on the bench in the second half.
We may not even see him. It's one of those games that may be going past him, that he doesn't need to play. They've got 2 huge games if they manage to get the win here. And they're going to need to go a lot of minutes in those. Konienko.
And if you're a Ukrainian fan, you'd love to see Zatsayev get going here.
Yeah.
He did some nice things in the first game, but really hasn't done much since.
Bateman out top, guarded by Randall. Backs out to the 3-point line, fills it, strokes it, is short. Defensive rebound by Postovanov, and he'll bring it. Randall again in the half court. He just been, when you're guarding him, he's a challenge. As soon as you look up and see him standing there.
Well, he's got the bigger Arbet against him. Maybe that'll slow him down.
Well, the ball's fumbled, and we get a foul called. And the whistle was a little late, but it doesn't matter how late it is. It looked the right call to me.
Well, did the point guard sock threw his hands up and said, hey, I was at a foul, but Biederman, he's not arguing. He knows he hit him across the arm. Here's a replay.
That's
clear
a foul.
Absolutely.
And the only fault was the time it took for the whistle, but it's more important to get the right call. So Biederman picks up foul number 1. It's good to see him taking responsibility, trying to get shots away. He's done that well at the start of this third quarter.
Exactly, you don't mind him missing the shots. It's when he disappears in the games that's frustrating.
Sock just held on because he got beat back door, and he just held on. Otherwise, it would have been an easy layup, or it could have been a highlight. And already 3 team fouls for Estonia. We're not even 2 minutes into the third. They can't waste those fouls. Randall outside the three-point line. Ostavanov, shooter, turns the corner, goes upstairs. Great effort defensively.
Now Estonia has to turn this into points.
Well, Beeman's the man, he's stepping out. Now he decides to have a look for a pass. Spacing's a little tight. And the whistle stops the play, and Estonia will have it on the side.
You know, that slow recognition by Estonia. You've got Arbet going against the 5'8" Randall down low in the post, and it took about 6 seconds to realize there was a mismatch there.
Down, hands off. Beeman attacks it, gets to the foul line. Has to back it out though. Arbet, loving to get going. Decides to take the tough three. Oh! Late night opening at the bank here.
Why not? Hey, why not? If you're a shooter, hey, keep shooting. They're going to go in, even if they have the bank in.
Yep. Randall puts it on the floor. Seems to have slowed down a little at the start of this second half. John Randall moved to the inside, knocked away. Nice little period here. Sock leads the break. Biederman goes up in traffic. Great work on the glass. Telling him we reverse the basketball. Sock has it. Arbet was just phenomenal on the boards. Ball knocked away. Randall has a chance to push it the other way for the Ukraine. They have numbers. Little floater for 2. Almost indecision on the shot.
You like your point guards, though. You get all the way into the heart of the defense, into the key. You force the defense to commit. Nobody came to him, so he flipped it up. He just missed it.
Crowd right in it again. Sock has it, fires the 3. Is long. Ball kept alive by Towney, a chance to run, and Lipovi will advance it. He'll pull it out. Randall has it. Tries to turn the corner, looks inside. Quick hands by Beeman. Beeman's really come out here and imposed himself. Both ends of the floor, he's been everywhere.
And this is what they thought they were going to get from the beginning of the tournament. You see him with the quick hands there, but I got to tell you, the problem with that play for Ukraine was Lipovi has to stay in the corner when you're playing double high screens. If he goes down to post up, it takes away the roll. So Randall, he's got to talk to him and say, hey man, you got to get in the corner, otherwise I'm not going to be able to run that play.
Here's Sock in the half court. Kangur in the game, so is Frashenko. Arbet stops, pops, beautiful release, knocks it down for 2. And Estonia, a little run here, close it to 5.
You said it, when he's in rhythm, it is beautiful to watch. He has such a smooth stroke, and he's going right now.
Well, they go double team again. Arbet just takes it off him. 4-on-2 break. Wide open for the 3. Got it! Timeout the Ukraine. Gregor Arbet lined it up here in the Riga Arena. Strokes the 3. Ukraine called a timeout. That's what the fans think of it. Ukraine have to stop the run right now. Coach Sock, so frustrated in the first 2 games. The flag is out there in the crowd. He knows his team is really putting in an effort, and they're playing pretty well at the moment. Good defensive effort, and they're making shots.
Well, we said they're a 3-point shooting team. They're an outside shooting team. They're going to keep shooting no matter what. Already 23 3-point attempts. They've only made 6, but our bet has really got it going. 16 points in the game, 8 straight points for him. And I think Ukraine, they were a little passive. They thought, hey, we're up 10, we got this game in the bag. Watch out, because all of a sudden, Estonia just down 2.
Well, Janel Toltz comes back in after the timeout as well. Kanga's in. So Sok, nice lineup in the game. Ukraine, surely Proshenko's going to get a touch. Surely they're going to find an angle for him. He's ducking in and ducking in. They take the 3 instead. He's off. His body's on the floor, and Kanga picks himself up off the floor, and Proshenko picks up the foul.
We said Kanga is always in the middle of the action. He's either fouling or being fouled. He worked so hard defensively on that possession. He earned that foul.
Well, Proshenko, toe-to-toe with Valanciunas the other night, hasn't seen a post-up pass the whole time he's been on the floor.
Can't really blame Proshenko. He just hasn't gotten the ball.
Yeah. They wrap it. Kanga attacks it on the dribble. Little fumble. Finds Torch for 3. Boy, hits nothing, but they get the offensive rebound, and Sok just blows a layup.
Nobody around him. You got to finish that.
It's almost, he was shocked that he had that much space. A shock. Sok. Here's Randall outside the 3. Turns down the screen. He's looking for half-court sets here, and he's just slowed himself up. Takes the long 3, is way short. Estonia should have secured the ball, but Randall has it. Randall has it again. 14 reset. Timofeyenko. Shenko again on the inside, doesn't see it. Poshtavanov turns it over.
I don't know if that's the right call. We'll see if we can see a replay of that, but looked like it went off of Estonia. Here it is. Baseline move. Difficult to tell from there.
I'm not sure.
Difficult to tell from there, but you know, as much as we love Randall as a player, he can do it all offensively. Sometimes you got to take the ball and say, hey, I don't care. This ball is going into Proshenko. Nobody else is shooting except for him.
Arbet moves it on. Torts again to keep it moving. Garbus attacks it, goes to the far side of the ring, draws contact. Zaitsev is going to be charged with a personal. And when Estonia get into it, with this crowd behind them, this has a great feel as a game. We've already had one huge result in Belgium, defeating Lithuania. It's not beyond the rounds of any possibility here that Estonia are going to get a W.
You know, they'll throw this group into disarray if they do get the win here. Right now, they're riding the wave of energy from their fans who have come almost 200 miles from the capital of Tallinn to see this team.
Need to get it in. Touts relieves the pressure. Sok reverses it. Garbus on the dribble, going strong with the right hand.
Great move.
Oh, the follow. Touts again. Always Touts with the emotional effort play. Gets the putback up around the ring.
There you see the putback from Touts. But Kurbas always doing something, always going to the hoop. He makes things happen.
Estonia tied at 40 apiece. Turnover again, and Estonia and his car boosts again. The crowd are just in it. Kanga needs a pass, finds one, wide open for 3. He's short. What a ball by Touts again. It's Arbet that time. Touts does the smart thing, gets it over and lets the guards run the play. Arbet in rhythm for 3. Got it.
Listen to this crowd. They are going absolutely nuts. Their guy Arbet is having the game of his life. 19 points already.
Outside the 3. Timofeyenko puts it on the floor. Randall has it. He's just gone to sleep, Randall. 7 minutes of no activity at all. Breaks the defense down. Turnover.
Again, as much as we love Randall as an offensive player, there's got to be more. There's got to be more movement. He's got to get other guys involved.
Oh, just listen to the noise here in the Riga Arena. Sok outside the 3-point line. We got a whistle. And we got an offensive foul. And about 6,000 Estonians just groaned in absolute unison.
Well, we'll see it here. Wow, that's a tough call. And you know, now
that's the fourth foul.
That's the fourth Estonian foul as well, and Salt's is going to go to the bench with his fourth. Change the whole complexion of the game, that call.
Oh, now that they need to react in a positive way, Estonia. They have the 3-point lead. There's a whistle underneath now. And Titsok is not a happy coach.
Well, the referees have made it clear that they are not going to let them play. They're going to call this game very, very tight. They've been at least consistent with that. Absolutely. And in some ways that should help Estonia if they make a solid move against the bigger guys. Very true.
Well, Timofeyenko, this is the first. It settles everybody down by making the second. He'll sit down, and Kolienko comes back into the game. Sok will bring it against Lipovi. 10 on the possession. Kanga just goes, shovel pass inside, Tommy goes up, can't finish. Well, they've missed the two little bunnies in this period where they've had a lot of great momentum going their way. They'll probably, they hope you don't regret those as this game develops. Konienko hands it off. Little spin into traffic, straight turnover. Kurbus has the 2-on-1 option. They back it out. Downey finds Kurbus, who attacks him down the middle, backs out. And Biedman has it. Well, they fire the three. Kanga, oh! It's taken him 2.5 games, and he's just joined the party here.
And he needed that. He really needed that. He struggled with his confidence so far in this tournament, but that was huge for him.
Post-up option down low. They go inside, outside. Zaitsev on the dribble. Big steps to the hoop. Gets nothing. Offensive rebound, but Boston can't get it to go. It will be an Estonian basketball. I don't have to tell you which way it's gone. The crowd does that for us.
Well, it's almost like there's 6 guys on the floor playing defense the way this crowd is getting into it. Ukraine not quite able to handle the pressure, and what a turnaround this third quarter
last
for Estonia.
Minute of the third. And here comes Sok. Kurbas. Biedman has it.
Kanger wants it.
Kurbas, you know he's going to be aggressive. Nice find. Sok.
Oh, my.
Oh.
We're going to have to see that again.
Yeah,
we hope that wasn't malicious, but that didn't look good at all.
Sok's pulled himself up. Here we go.
Ooh.
Well, this said there was no real attempt.
Well, I don't know. It looked like Zayev led with a shoulder there.
Yeah,
Zaitsev led with his shoulder a little bit. I don't know.
Well, it's a basketball action phrase that officials will use. I haven't seen a basketball action looking like that. Sok comes from tough stock. His dad will be back in the game if it was him. Sure, he'll be back early in the fourth. 46-41. Biedman, a score here, and I think the roof will come off. Biedman backs out, going inside. Nice pass.
Oh!
Oh, what a play!
What a play! It's that man Kurbas again, always active, always going to the hoop. Look at him move without the ball, all the way to the hoop. Two-hand dunk. This place is going nuts.
Kurbas gets 5 personal. Lipovi steps back for 3, nails one.
That is a big-time play.
Oh.
Silences the crowd.
Oh, there's a whistle. and they'll be shooting 2. That's a crazy, crazy decision to reach for that one. And they're in the penalty.
Sure is not a great play at all by Lukashov, but on the other end, what a big shot by Lepovi. We said how high they are on him, young guy. His birthday's on Thursday.
Well, I'll bet he's the guy who really did ignite them in this third period. He's going to finish this third period with these throws. Make that 21 points personal. Two seconds on it. They're going to throw up the three-quarter court prayer, which is no good. That is the most exciting quarter of basketball Estonia has probably had in such a long time. This crowd is just going crazy. 50 to 44 at the end of the third. That's just a tremendous quarter for Estonia. Well, those stats now were a more reasonable shooting percentage, Finland, and what a great quarter of basketball for Estonia.
Well, what you look at, 9 offensive rebounds for Estonia, you wouldn't think that. You think Ukraine would be able to control the defensive glass, but there's been just so much pressure on the glass, so much energy, that they've got a lot of second chance opportunities. And you knew eventually they'd shoot themselves back into the game. 27 three-point attempts already. Wiedemann, this is early in the third quarter, took it straight to the rack. And then, of course, it was that guy, Arbet. He was fantastic, 21 personal already. He did it from the left side, from the right side, it didn't matter. The crowds went absolutely crazy.
And there is no surprise that the highlights, all Estonian highlights in that third quarter. Apart from Lepovi's 3, the whole quarter belonged to Estonia. Both ends of the floor.
Up until that point, they only had 3 points in the entire quarter until Lepovi's 3 at the end. You know, Randall was anonymous. Pashenko was only played a couple minutes, never got a touch. You know, some of the other guys we've been talking about, Zaitsev, nowhere to be found in this game.
And the Randall thing, it's almost like he thought he'd done enough. Done it in the first half, we're up in the game. He just tried to go through the motions a little bit. And this Estonian team with his fans is just not going to let that happen.
Yeah, they weren't going to have it. You know, but if you're a point guard and you decide, hey, I'm not going to score this quarter, I need to run the team. I need to make sure guys get the ball in the right spots.
Start of the fourth quarter. It's been a great day here in Riga. And Estonia are 10 minutes away from really rounding it off. Kanga having the game of the tournament for himself at the moment. They switch on the screens. Just got to limit him to one shot. Nice pass. Lepovi doesn't get the drop. And Wiedemann comes down with a rebound. Well, it's a dangerous thing to do if you think you've already done the job and you lose the level. That's where the Ukraine is right now. Talmy outside the three-point line. We'll move it on. Kanga finds Kurbus. Expects something to happen right now. Penetration, needs a pass. Wide open for 3. Oh! Kanga knocks down the 3.
Great pass by Kurbus. The team is so dynamic when he's attacking the rim because it opens up the shooters on the outside.
Oh, it's a block as well. Talmy's coming to the party. And that will be Estonia's basketball. Randall going to come back into the game. And Jerome Randall and Frashenko's coming back. There's a 9-point margin now. Estonia have got a shooter's chance of winning this game.
They sure do right now, and I tell you, it'll throw this entire group in disarray if they won this game.
Wiedemann takes the high screen. Kurbus again. They spread it, they try and stretch the floor. Arbet moves it on. Kurbus stops, pops, is long, and they're on the glass. Kurbus hangs on. And Wiedemann gets another look.
Huge mismatch down low. Arbet against Randall. Randall calling for help.
Right, turns around.
Too late, far too late with the help.
That's great recognition. We have an 11-point game here in the Riga Arena. Estonia 55-44. Randall with a pull-up three. Shaw gets his own rebound. And little things and mental lapses are going to kill you, and that was just a big one.
What do they tell you, Coach? Always follow your own shot, and that's why.
Friedman tries to turn the corner, keeps it going to the middle, needs a pass, finds one. Gets it back. Fires up the three over Randall. And Cobus and Kangoo on that occasion just working so hard on the glass. Kangoo's going to sit socks back. And this is a big substitution moment for Estonia. Bene in the game. He's had some good moments, but he's been fairly anonymous since that great opening night. He needs some of that opening night magic.
What he does is interesting, you know, he set most of the game because the coach just feels like he doesn't have the intensity of some of the other guys. Let's see if he can bring it now.
Well, and I think that'll do it. So Jenna Torts has to sit down with a fifth foul.
But can't fault his effort tonight.
Oh.
He gave every inch, every ounce of heart that he could. 10 points, played a fantastic game.
Randall lobs it to Pashenko. Moves it on. Nipovi combines with Randall. Nipovi open for the three, lets it go. Is off.
We got a...
Bene's going to get called for a foul on a box
Bene?
out.
Oh my goodness.
Bene on a foul on a box out.
He looks on in absolute disbelief. So does his coach, Teet Sock. He's talking to the referee, asking what he did wrong. Here we see it.
Mike's, yeah, he got his arm across it to start with, but that happens all the time. Second foul.
Well, I agree. You could call a foul on every missed shot if that's a foul.
Randall. Nipovi will move it on. Oh, I need a pass in there now. Oh, Pashenko just statements that play. Throws it down hard.
Watch out, this Ukrainian team is growing in confidence. The big man, good seal, and the flush.
Well, Nipovi gets suckered into the foul as Sock draws contact. That'll be the first team foul on the Ukraine.
I'll tell you what though, Sock, he's the coach's son. He hasn't scored today, but I think he's done a very good job running the team, getting the ball to the right guys at the right time. We criticized him a little bit in the first game, but he's had a very good point guard game.
Yeah, absolutely. Really taking care of the basketball. Friedman. Gotta be positive, gotta be decisive, Friedman. Goes to the far side of the ring, he's blocked by Pashenko. Randall has a chance to run. I think Coach Sock will take time out here if they score Ukraine. And Bene, that's a good foul.
That's a good foul. You don't want to give up an and one in that situation. Make the big man earn it at the stripe.
Well, Pashenko hasn't played many minutes tonight. He's going to have to play 6.5 minutes if the Ukraine are going to get the win. Well, he goes 1 for 2, but they give up the offensive board. They kick it. 14-second reset. Randall has it. They go upstairs to Pashenko. He's fouled on the floor. They called it unsportsmanlike. That wasn't a basketball action either. A non-basketball action, non-basketball action. Friedman has needs a blood break. Ask that guy to get us one of those.
I tell you, if you're struggling offensively like Pashenko is, really because he hasn't got the ball, the free throw line is where you're going to start to gain your confidence back and get back into the game. And all of a sudden, Ukraine's cut it down to 4 with a chance to cut it to 2 or 1.
And here comes Randall. 4 down, 6 to go. Randall stops and pops and buries one.
Big time shot, big time, and Estonia needs a timeout.
Yeah, and Sok takes the timeout. We'll give him a chance to get Wiedemann back in. It's only a cut on his elbow. And this is where this Estonian team need those fans right now.
Well, they're really struggling inside. Saltz is out of the game. Tome with 4 fouls. Kanger's on the bench. He's got 3. And Vinay is essentially a small forward trying to play against the 7-footers from Ukrainians. If he is in the game, you got to utilize him on the offensive end. Allow him to go one-on-one against these bigger guys.
You talked earlier in the game before they had these great runs in the third quarter about, well, you know, could they go to the zone with a small lineup? Because the Ukraine aren't really hitting from the perimeter.
Yeah, they could, and I think maybe that would neutralize Randall a little bit. It's difficult. You played good man-to-man defense most of the game. All of a sudden, you go zone and you give up a 3 or a couple threes. You know, then you or I are going to be saying, "Hey, maybe you should have stuck with man-to-man." So.
Oh yeah, but we can say that. We're sitting here.
Exactly.
But the other thing is, they've got to get a good shot because their motion of the game has been down to them making some big shots in that third period, making a couple of big ones early in the fourth. They make another couple of shots, everyone's happy again. They've still got the lead.
Exactly. Can you keep riding our bet? He's done it so far, 23 points. Does he have the energy in his legs to do it? You hope so. But Vinay's fresh. He's been on the bench most of the game. I would say post him up, let him go to work.
Well, Coach Sok is just trying to manage his resources now. Sok just feeding the double team if it comes, sees it, reads it. Vinay thinks about it. Oh, he had Prashenko in the air. That's a matchup if Vinay can get the basketball. Now he's got Prashenko, go straight past him, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. There's the matchup. Got to exploit it.
Exactly. There's a mismatch on one end. That means there's a mismatch on the other end. Take the big man to the hole. Prashenko doesn't move his feet well. Creates a mismatch, 2 shots. Now, of course, you got to knock him out. Great minutes by Kurbas. He just came out of the game, but he played fantastic today.
Yeah, I think we're going to see him again because there's going to be some need for an emotional lift at some point. But more importantly than any of that, Vinay on the free throw line needs to keep that scoreboard ticking over for Estonia. 6,000 Estonians want this to go in. 6,000 disappointed Estonians.
Well, it's tough when you're sitting on the bench for 20 minutes to come in and knock down pressure free throws.
Just focus on the ring, perform what you've done thousands and thousands of times in practice.
Well, the second one's always easier.
Five and a half to go. Estonia still have their noses in front. Kornienko gets it over to Randall. They take Prashenko behind the backboard. It's great defense by Kanger. Wiedemann pushes, he's fouled in transition. That'll be foul number 3 for the Ukraine. Good decision by Wiedemann.
Mashula, he's made a 3-pointer. He just really hasn't gotten going so far. Here you see the defensive push. But Mashula was the 2nd leading scorer in the World Cup last year, nearly 10 points a game. Just hasn't done much at all today.
Kanger outside. He has the mismatch with Prashenko now. Is he going to make the same right decision? Little floater in the lane, doesn't get the roll. Vinay gets the offensive rebound, needs a pass, finds one. Wow, they'd have taken that and they'd gone down. I think we'd have been standing up. Wiedemann outside the 3-point line. Looks to see what he's got, attacks it, throws up a prayer. Oh!
My goodness, prayer answered. The presence of mind to know the clock had nowhere to go, just tossed it in the air. And if Estonia wins that game, we're going to look at that shot.
Wow. Oh, well, you asked where he was. He's just told you. Mashula nails one. Cuts it to a 2-point game. Bene has it down low.
That's his spot.
He's got to work. He's got to work. Nice pass. Oh, and great cut to the hoop. Oh, Bet like to stretch those calves, but that's a beautiful cut. Kango, that's Bene with a nice pass.
Well, this entire team, they move so well without the ball. We saw Kanger earlier with the dunk. Carbes with the dunk. Kanger with a down low with another layup, and Arbet this time with a chance for 2 more points.
Wow. Oh, Bet, what a game. This will be his 25th point if he knocks this down. Kanger can't get it. Yes, he can. No, he can't. Yes, he can. Great work.
Kanger is everywhere. Listen to the crowd. They love him. He is a folk hero in Estonia. Does whatever it takes to win the game.
3-point game with the basketball.
Uh-oh.
Kanger thought about it. Takes it off the dribble. Doesn't get the roll. Bene keeps it alive. And Sok says, hang on a minute. We're under 4 minutes. Let's get what we want. 7 on the shot. Sok attacks it, left hand.
Oh, how did that not go in?
And Sok gets the rebound. Bene goes up, he's blocked. Chaos on the floor. Everybody's everywhere. And we got a foul mid-call, and you don't need the foul. Ukraine are just hanging on by the skin of their teeth here.
How did that not go in? And then it's just a loose ball. Everybody wants it. Bene's got it, an incredible block by Kornienko. He pushes it. Sok, what are you doing? His coach, his dad is going to be at the dinner table tonight saying, man, oh man, we could have used that one.
Kanger's going to sit. Needs a blow, got some blood. That's not a surprise. He's just put himself on the line here. Talmi's in. Kornienko has got to put up with the noise and shoot the throws. Forget free throw stats. This is the last 3.5 minutes of the game. Making the throw is crucial. He goes 0 for 2, and Bene playing way above his size.
Great block. Did you see the blockouts down there? I mean, that was a boxing match.
Sok in the half court, Beedman. Well, tell me for talk
Why
to
not?
three.
Why not?
Oh, tell me, whoa.
Wow.
You asked him to shoot it earlier on. He just knocks it down. He is not their first option from the three-point line. He didn't think that time. Hit it in rhythm. I still don't think this is not a complex decision or equation for Ukraine. Proshenko or Randall going to get the shot, try and go inside if you can, and just play defense. That's dead easy from here. But when people are making no shots, anything can happen.
Exactly, but you've got to run a good set here. There's tons of time, 3.5 minutes. You don't just want Randall pounding the ball, waiting for a pick, because then the defense is stagnant. We saw it in the first game against Lithuania. Some great cross screens for Proshenko to get him down low and allow him to go to work. He's still your most lethal weapon down there, even with Randall. If things break down, then you get it down over to Randall to go to work. And there you see the shot by Wiedemann. I mean, if Estonia wins that game, we'll be talking about that shot. Mashula, the crowd, the nerves, people were intense. What you love about that shot by Tome, he never hesitated. He knew it was going up before he even caught the ball.
Tome, after making the three, sits down. Kanger is back. Wow. 3:20 to go. 6-point game. Randall will move it into the half court. Well, Mashula fires it up, is off. Okay, no Proshenko.
I was going to say, it boggles the mind.
No Proshenko, Randall on the floor. They settle for a tough three. Timofeyenko Comes back into the game. Estonienko sits down.
And there you see the foul, a little push in the back. Silly foul to give up. You want to make Estonia work for it, beat them in a very, very good free throw shooter.
Well, he has the same pressure they had last time. 6,000 Estonians willing this in.
Although, you know, uncharacteristically last year in the qualifying rounds, he was only 50%, 7 for 14 free throw shooting. So you wonder if the pressure is going to get to him.
I'm not sure what the officials are reviewing right now. Every Estonian fan on their feet, loving it. Absolutely loving it. Beeman makes the first.
You know, remember Estonia, they haven't won a Eurobasket game in 14 years.
If they win this one, they'll have a 14-year-old party, I think.
I'll tell you, that is for sure.
Randall advances the basketball. Timofeyenko. They look down low. Postabanov. Surely there's an inside touch. Zaitsev going to work down low. He's fouled by Benea. I'm not sure why. You know, make the tough one. 6 seconds on the possession.
Yeah, but you know, frankly, Benea, that's not his position. That's not his role. He's a makeshift post player because of all the foul trouble. So he's doing his best. He just is completely outmanned down there.
Zaitsev makes the first. Silences the Estonian crowd. He goes 2 for 2. That's big, that's brave, that's solid by Zaitsev. 6-point game, 2:40 to go. Sock into the half court. Gonna get the ball screen from Arbet. Arbet comes back off the down screen. Thinks about it, takes the tough two. Arbet's just having a career night here.
You said it. He'll tell his grandchildren about this night. He has been absolutely incredible. He's answered every single bell. He now has 26 points.
Randall attacks it off the glass for 2. Tough finish.
What a finish. I mean, for a guy his size to go down there with the trees and finish like that at this juncture, and now Ukraine's got to get a stop.
Inside 2 minutes. Sock has it. Well, Bateman trips.
Oh, no.
Well, more drama. We couldn't have any more, could we? There's the pass. Beeman slips. And then Sock just takes out the shooter.
You know, it's an instinctive professional foul that we talk about to break up fast breaks. He didn't really have much time to think about it, but I think right away after the foul, he was thinking, man, I should have just given up a layup, because now the Shula makes them both. They have the ball, a chance to cut it to 2, maybe even 1.
The shooter to make it a 4-point game. She does. Just silence from the Estonian fans. It's worse than any booing. It's just kills you. It's a big, big possession. Still, Poroshenko not throwing him in to finish the game. Randall has it. Down 4. 1:40 to go. Hard show. Well, the three's come from Zaitsev. Oh, he's been huge. The 2 throws and the 3-pointer just nails it. We've got a 1-point
We were waiting for that all game long. He has the ability to shoot it from outside, the score inside. He's been pretty anonymous, but the right time to step up, that's for sure.
Oh, and another, you know, it's an intense situation. But Timofeyenko, you can't put your hands on people. The referee's going to call it right now. They've been consistent on that See there, he's the hold. He puts his arm across him.
You know, I've always been a believer late in the game. Let him play a little bit more. It's just natural. It's going to be a little bit more physical.
Oh, and Kanga misses the first. A 1-point game. Kanga needs this second. Got to compose, focus. Just think it 1,000 times you've done it. Makes the second. 2-point game. Randall has it.
And do you go back to Zaitsev on the pick and roll?
Well, I think Zaitsev needs a touch unless Randall gets a layup. Oh, what a poor decision. Gets into the lane, nowhere to go. And the defense did a great job staying with their man.
And good job by Kanger. You know, he's a big guy, but he's able to slow down Randall.
This will make it a 2-possession game if they score. Sock fires the 3. Oh! Stern Sock does it for Estonia, does it for his dad, does it for himself. 5-point game.
What a huge shot. They might, and here's Randall to answer.
Short, they get the rebound. Randall fouls.
This place is going absolutely nuts. Sock made up for the poor foul earlier with a huge 3. He hasn't made a 3 all game.
I don't think he's made a 3 since the first night.
A great hustle play. And he's a little bit acting, but hey, you got to do it. You know the refs are calling it tight. He knocks these free throws down. He might become as big a folk hero as his dad is, who won a gold medal with the Soviet Union way back in 1988.
Silence in here. Oh! We could just let the Estonian crowd commentate on this. If this goes down, you will know about it back in Tallinn.
I think here you got to time out Ukraine. What are they going to draw up?
Ukraine take the timeout. They trail by 7 with 37.4. With Randall on the floor, you know they can get things quick. Zaitsev can shoot the 3. The shooter can shoot the 3. This is not done. The Estonian flag, you can't see it on the screen, is like rolled out across a large chunk of the crowd.
You know, I think here you bring a high pick and roll for Randall. Spread the floor, get your shooters out wide and let them go to work. You know, he's had a great game, 22 points so far.
You've got to go quick. You've got no time. Now, Estonia still have 2 timeouts. They can even choose to, you know, use the fact they can use the timeouts, get the line. They've got so many options. And with Coach Sock in charge, you know he's going to make great decisions around what options to take in the same way he did as a player.
Yeah, I think you got to go quick here, but you don't have to go too quick.
Right.
The most important thing is that you score. There's still 37 seconds. A lot of time to get a steal, a lot of time for guys to miss free throws. I'm a big believer, make guys make free throws at the end of the game in pressure situations. Nothing harder than that.
Randall will inbound. Bostavanov is the release man. Well, the shooter takes the tough 3 way off. Oh, they come down with a defensive rebound. It's Beeman's time to walk to the free throw line.
And this Ukrainian team has got to be thinking, what hit us? We had the game completely in control at halftime. Where did we go wrong? I think a lot of questions are going to be asked about the decisions of Coach Murzin here in the second half. A lot of questions about why Pashenko didn't play.
Beeman, you know he's not going to miss. He's a good free throw shooter. He's in rhythm. He strokes the first. 8-point game. This makes it a 3-possession game, just a tie. Makes both.
And now you really do have to go fast. It's got to be Randall. He's surrounded by 3 guys.
This handles. Zaitsev picks it up, steps back.
Kanger, oh my goodness.
Oh, Kanga. It's too tight. Fouls. you know Coach Sock here's got the option. If they make the throws, they'll take the timeout to advance it. They don't have to shoot it, you know they'll get fouled. Make the free throws, you get the historic win.
Big first free throw. Ice in his veins for Zaitsev. He's up here late in the game, but again.
Where was he early on?
Where was he early on?
He makes both. Got him one to come.
And you're right, if he makes this, there's going to be a timeout. Coach Sock is not going to let Ukraine set up their press.
Well, the other guy with ice in his veins at the moment is Coach Sock. Just needs to get his best free throw shooters on the floor. He's going to have to win this from the free throw line, probably. But wow, what a performance.
Well, I can't say enough about Estonia, especially in the second half. They played with so much energy, so much intensity. They played as if the country was on their shoulders, and I tell you, it probably was. This country, they've been waiting for a Eurobasket win for 14 years. They love basketball in Estonia. There's about 5,000 traveling Estonian fans here, and they will absolutely explode when this game's over and Estonia can hold on.
Well, that's a hell of a stat. Ukraine 48 points off the bench.
Well, yeah, a lot of that is Randall, of course.
He came off the bench
And he had 22, normally a starter. Again, though, Feshenko, where was he? Completely anonymous, didn't play in the fourth. You wonder if he's in a doghouse somehow.
Yeah, but there are times to put people in the doghouse. I don't know if this was the right time. FIBA will inbound. 21.6 to go. They get it in. There's the foul. And they go to Kanga. I'm not being picky here. I'm not giving Kanga the basketball first pass on that coming out of bounds.
Well, I agree, especially when you've got Vinay, you've got Arbet, you've got Biederman, you've got some real great free throw shooters.
Hey, but this is the moment, this is the time. He loves the stage.
And remember, Kanger, 7-time Estonian Player of the Year. The best player Estonia's had since his coach, Tiit Sock. He wants this ball in his hands.
What do I know? Strokes both. Zaitsev puts it on the floor, kicks it. Shooter's got to put it up, does. Knocks it down. Sock's not going to take the timeout.
Now Ukraine can set up their trapping press.
5-point game. A Still Hill and make Liberian. There's the foul. Oh, the shooter comes from right behind and just grabs. I didn't realize you could do that anymore. Who cares? Then he's going to make the free throws. Players deciding the game. That's what you want. Benny on the free throw line. A country goes silent.
There's very few people sitting in this arena. Everybody is standing up. All the Estonian fans, they are egging their team on.
This makes it a 3-possession game. Which he does. Oh, the shooter's got to go quick. Gets it away. He's short. And Vene has it. Estonia. Arbet takes the 3. They get a historic 78-71 win. Just listen to this. Confirmation, 78-71. Estonia gets the win against all the odds at the start of the game. Coach Sock has done a great job keeping these guys positive after the first 2 games. Can't say enough about Torts, can't say enough about Arbet, but it's Estonia as a group, which is phenomenal.
I tell you, Estonia has gained a lot of fans. If you're neutral and you're watching this game, you're going to be cheering for Estonia the rest of the way. The heart that they played with today was immense. A lot of guys stepped up. It was huge. The fans are going crazy. First Eurobasket win in 14 years. Here's the stats. 33 three-point attempts. That's their game.
Wow, they got it up to 33%. The only stat that really matters, though, we can go into analysis, 78-71. Every other stat means that just means 78-71. That's an emotion game for me.
Exactly, and what a way to end the night before the break tomorrow here in Riga. A great day of action, but this really topped it off. Huge win, and this has thrown the group completely into disarray. Nobody thought Estonia was going to win. Now they've got the confidence. They might even qualify for the next round.
Well, and everyone's saying, oh, you'll get the win against Estonia. No, you won't. Not anymore. This team knows it can win.
Exactly. Especially that's the Ukraine team that nearly beat Lithuania, lost by 1 point the first night. They're now winless. They still have a chance to qualify. They've got 2 games left. You know, and if they play the way they played the first night, they can, you know, there's no teams are out of it at this point. But what a night for Grigor Arbet. He will be telling his grandchildren about that. The night he destroyed Ukraine with 26 points from all over the court. What a performance.
He was just, he and Torts in particular just ignited this team. Biedman came to play, and let's not forget the contribution of Tanel Garbas, because when he was in the game, great things happened.
Well, I was going to say, he only scored 5 points, but he was so important. Every time he got to the hoop, something happened. If he didn't make it, there was an offensive rebound. He got steals.
And there's the play of the game.
Exactly.
Just threw it down.
That guy, Garbas. And, you know, Sock, he didn't do a whole lot in terms of scoring. He had 5 points, the point guard, but he made the key plays at the key times, and that's what you want from your point guard. That's the difference between him and Randall. You look at Randall's stats, 22 points.